to Ace with Ease. Today we're going to be doing how to complete the square. Okay, this is for equations in the form y equals to x squared ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so the completion of the square, it's useful, okay, for all quadratic equations or all quadratic expressions, okay, but it is more useful for questions or quadratic questions or expressions that do not have factors. Okay, so let's see how do we complete the square. Okay, so the first step, we have to make sure that the coefficient of x squared is 1. So the coefficient of x squared, we are referring to the number that comes before the x squared. It has to be 1, okay, before we can complete the square. From there, we have to multiply the coefficient of x by half. So the coefficient of x, again, is a number that comes before x. We have to multiply it by half. And then step 3, then we have to square the answer that we get at 2. Okay, so after multiplying the coefficient of x by half, we square it. Okay, and then according to step 4, we add the answer that we get after multiplying the coefficient of b by half and squaring it. We add it and we subtract it, and the last step is that we factorize the first 3 terms and simplify the last 2. Okay, let's look at an example. So we have got x squared in this on the side. We have got x squared minus 4x plus 5. Okay, so if you look at this equation, there's no way that you can factorize it. Like, there's no way that you can get factors of positive 5 that can give you a negative 4x. It's not possible. Okay, so what we have to do is that we would firstly, okay, so let's look at the first step of completion of the square. It says that the coefficient of x squared has to be 1. So in this instance, the coefficient of x squared is already 1. So it means we can skip step 1 and go straight into step 2. So what does step 2 say? Step 2 says that multiply the coefficient of x by half. So the coefficient of x is negative 4. So we're going to say negative 4 times half, which is what we did in this bracket. So, and then so it means we have done step 2. Okay, square the answer. We have squared it. Okay, and added and subtracted. So we have added and we have subtracted. Okay, and then after that, what do we do? So we just simplify what's inside. Okay, we don't simplify further than just what's inside. Okay, you don't give out the answer for the bracket squared. Okay, so from there you take the first 3 terms. The first 3 terms will always be a perfect square, and then you factorize it, and the last 2 terms you simplify. So this one, when you factorize it, you'll have x minus 2 all squared, and this, when you simplify it, it's going to be negative 4 plus 5, which is 1. Okay, let's go through the next one. So again, we have x squared minus 6x plus 4. Okay, so again, the first step says that the coefficient of x squared must be 1. So in this case, it's 1. So which means we will skip step 1. Okay, next we'll take the coefficient of b and multiply it by half. The coefficient of b is negative 6. We multiply it by half. Here we go, and then we square the answer. Square it. Okay, say add it and subtract it. So we have added that and we have subtracted this. Okay, and then so we just simplify what's in the bracket. We don't simplify the exponent. Okay, so we'll end up with x squared minus 6x plus negative 3 open bracket negative 3 all squared minus negative open bracket negative 3 all squared plus 5. Okay, so from here the first 3 terms will form a perfect square, and then you just factorize them like that, and then the last 2 terms you simplify. Okay, so it's negative 3 squared. This will be positive 9, so it's going to be negative 9 plus 5, which is negative 4. So this is basically how we complete the square. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and go tell your friends about it. See you in the next video. Thank you.